All right, guys, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's just make sure everything is up and running. Bear with me one moment. Okay, there we go. The Facebook feed is live. Um, okay, let me see if I can pin that. Remove preview. Okay, can't do that there. Let me just make sure I can hear myself. Okay, you guys are. Can you guys? Oh, no, I just heard myself there. So clearly the answer is yes. Hello. I see some of you guys commenting. Let me quickly check the YouTube channel, make sure that is working the way it should. And it is not. Okay, so already we're off to a great start. Some tech glitches here, but we'll figure all of that out as we go on. I don't see the YouTube feed up anywhere, but you guys have been waiting. I've been talking about this for a while. I had to wait a little bit because I was waiting on all the podcasting apps to be available. Okay, I don't need to hear myself twice. So basically, yeah, the Chief Zone is coming back. That is what we have going on. Been thinking about this for a little bit in terms of ideas for content for this page. I was going to do more video content, but I was thinking maybe it'd be a little bit better if we did something with the Chief Zone. By the way, am I cutting in and out? Can you guys let me know how is the audio and the video quality? That is important to know because on my end it's good, but I don't know. I mean, everyone's Wi-Fi is a little different, so that kind of thing can differ from person to person depending on their Wi-Fi, their setup, and whatnot. But I figured, why not just bring back the Chief Zone? I think that would be a lot better to have it go hand in hand with a lot of the video content that I'm wanting to do for this channel, and I think that would make it a lot easier. I'm trying to see if I can get the live stream from the YouTube. I don't seem to have that right now. Um, but yeah, we have the Chief Zone coming back. And I commented already with the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, all of that, Twitter, and also where you can listen to the podcast, such as Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, so many places, Listen Notes, all these other websites that a lot of you guys probably have never heard of. But there are some people out there who have a preference as to where they want to listen to their podcasts. A majority of them do come from Apple, Spotify, and Google, but there's also more out there that a lot of people have their preferences. I know there are a lot of people out there that have a very strong preference as to where they want their listeners to be downloading the podcast. I could not care less. Whatever you guys want to do to download and listen to the podcast works for me. So however you guys want to consume the podcast, totally fine by me. If you guys are just, if you guys can though, subscribe to the YouTube page. Again, that's in the comments, and pick where you want to subscribe to the podcast to, whether it's, again, Apple, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, Pandora, iHeartRadio, TuneIn. Yeah, we're everywhere. Anywhere that you can download and listen to a podcast, the Chief Zone is already available on there. We actually have a trailer episode that is up there right now for the podcast, just to get the podcast out there. So go check that out if you haven't already. Just trying to see. Yeah, a lot of things going to be different about the podcast this time around. A lot more interviews. I'm not going to do in-depth previews and in-depth recaps. I don't think anyone really follows me and cares to hear that kind of stuff from me. So we're going to avoid that kind of thing because I know I did that in the past, and that's not really something that I was really a big fan of. I mean, listen, I'm not a former player. I've always said that many times. I'm not a X's and O's guy, and I always tried to talk about that stuff like I thought I knew what was really going on, and at times I didn't. I mean, the average fan, or at least in Kansas City, kind of has a better understanding of the sport of football better than most fans, but neither here nor there. So the podcast is available again. So many places. We're going to have a lot of great content for you, a lot of video content, a lot of shorts for YouTube, reels for TikTok, Instagram. I just noticed I don't have the TikTok for the Chief Zone on there, but that's okay. That's not too important right now. But If you guys are on TikTok, just look up the Chiefs Zone, and you'll be able to find it on there. So, a lot of Chiefs content coming your way. In terms of the podcast, I'm going to try to make every podcast live. So, for those of you who've been following me for a long time, you guys know before every game, I do a live stream. At halftime for every Chiefs game, we do a live stream. And then after every Chiefs game, we do a live stream with video calls. I don't really know how I'm going to do video calls this time, if I'm still going to do it straight from Facebook streaming service or if I'm going to do it through StreamYard. I don't know. If you guys have a preference, please let me know if you guys care for that. If you guys prefer to do it the Facebook way, or if you guys are okay with doing it through StreamYard, I think all I have to do is just put a link for you guys to enter the StreamYard, and you guys basically just have to wait for your turn, just like how you call into a radio station, essentially. Would make it a lot easier, and you don't have to show your face as long as I can hear you. That's all I really care about whenever we do the post game stuff. So that kind of stuff I'm still trying to figure out. But what I do know is every Wednesday we'll do a Chiefs Zone Wednesday. It'll be live. Again, it'll be on Facebook. It'll be on YouTube. I don't think the YouTube video is live right now, so that is something I have to dig into and figure out why that is not working, unless you guys can kind of let me know, because like I said, I'm multitasking right now, trying to talk to you guys at the same time, so it's a little hard to do both of those at the same time. Yeah, it just shows no videos on my YouTube channel, so maybe I need to go back to StreamYard and fix that. I know why. That's because I'm streaming this through my personal YouTube channel. That probably makes a big difference. So yeah, no major glitch there. Just me being an idiot, not knowing where to stream to correctly. So we'll fix that. By the way, let me know if do you guys hear this? Kansas City! I want to see you on your feet. Did you guys all hear that? Because let me know if you did, because a lot of the stuff I have on this mixer here, that is going to be used quite a bit. Okay, you hear it. Good. That song is called Chop It Up. If you guys want to download that song, it is available on Apple. I know for sure. I imagine it's available on Spotify as well. Chop It Up by Morgan Gannon. Morgan has been such a generous person to me over the years, helping me come up with music for my podcast, allowing me to use the song Chop It Up that he created that a long time ago. I want to say in 2009 or 2010, and the Chiefs have been using that song for years during pregame. I know for a long time they used it when Warpaint would come out, which is pretty cool for him as a Chiefs fan, because Warpaint is such a big part of Chiefs history. Unfortunately, they no longer have Warpaint, which is a topic for another time to get into. But he does do a lot for me with his music. Check out his music. Just type Morgan Ganem. Ganem is spelled Ganem. He's got a lot of great music. There are a lot of people who are, not with a big record company, not with a big label out there, and they've got a lot of great music out there. So check out Morgan's music. Just search Morgan Ganem and on Apple, wherever you guys download your music, and check out his work. He does a lot of great stuff with his music. Yeah, if I do a live broadcast at Arrowhead, that'd be a little different. Be quite the stream, Joseph. I agree. So okay, let me just see how this works. Okay, I can show that. This is my second time using StreamYard, so I'm learning how to do all of this right now. Okay, it's good to know. Good to know. All right. As far as live streams for during the week, you can expect a lot of video clips throughout the week. But live streams, we will do a live show every Wednesday. I don't know exactly what time Wednesdays, but Wednesdays you can expect the Chiefs Zone live every Wednesday. And if you miss a live stream, hey, you can come back to the Facebook page or the YouTube channel and watch it from there. Or if you just want to watch or listen to rather the audio version, it'll be available on all the platforms I mentioned earlier. So that is another way you guys can listen to the Chiefs Zone. So we will be doing a Chiefs Zone Wednesday live every Wednesday, or you guys can just catch the archived version on any of the platforms we stream on, or on any of the podcasting websites I mentioned earlier. Okay, Michael asked a question. He says, Are you going to do a live stream at training camp?" No, not really. I've got to be completely honest. Training camp to me is overrated. I went once when I was writing for the University Daily Kansan, and I was that was Charlie Weis's first year at KU, and I was there to talk to Brady Quinn and a few Chiefs because there were a lot of people who were familiar with Charlie Weis. Brady Quinn, who played for Charlie Weis at Notre Dame, and then a lot of guys like Dexter McCluster, Tony Moeaki. Some names you guys might recognize. I interviewed them, all great guys, all gave great answers to everything that I was looking for my story about Charlie Weis, which unfortunately did not end up being so great at the University of Kansas. But man, training camp, it is hot as hell. I don't need to really get into that with you guys. A lot of you guys either live in the Midwest or have been here many times. You guys know what it's like in late July, in August. And you're just watching these guys. Whoops, gotta be careful there. You guys are just watching them do drills. I mean, the scrimmage can be fun at times, but me personally, I just don't put so much stock into OTAs and training camp. I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream. A lot of people have asked me, "Hey, are you going to be at training camp giving us content?" A lot of people have asked in the past, and to me, I just don't know what I could do from training camp that anyone would really care about that you don't see anywhere else. Because if I do go to training camp and want to give you guys content, I would need to give you guys something that no one else is doing, and I'm not really sure what that would consist of. And plus, I've just got to be honest, driving that far up in the heat to watch practice is not really something that's too ideal for me. But back to what I was saying earlier, we'll do Chiefs on Wednesdays live. And if you missed it, you can catch the archived version, or actually another live stream we're going to be doing Red Friday live streams. We did that last year almost every Friday. That was a pretty big success. A lot of you guys enjoyed the Red Friday live streams. We had a lot of fun doing that. And sometimes I would bring in people for Red Friday live streams, some guests, former players, whatnot. I'm going to try to do more of that, not just for the Red Friday live stream, but also for the Chiefs Zone. Now, for the Chiefs Zone podcast, that'll obviously be archived on the Chiefs Zone podcast. You can download it anywhere else. The Red Friday live streams, that will only be exclusively on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you guys want to catch those, you'll either have to watch live or just watch at a later time. They'll always be available archived. But that kind of content will not be on the Chiefs Zone podcast. Just to be clear, I don't think, as far as like the post game live streams that I do after every game, I don't think I will do any of that stuff for the Chiefs Zone either. That'll again be exclusive to Facebook and YouTube only. So what I want to do is more live streams like this, where I'm interacting with you guys and you guys are asking your questions. I just realized, so the YouTube is live. It's just on my personal channel. Let me quickly just see how that sounds. If I can spell my name correctly, that would be good. That's pretty embarrassing. No one could spell their name. If YouTube's not cooperating right now, so I'm doing YouTube /@FarzimStugan, but it doesn't seem to want to pick it up that way. Okay, yeah, I see I am live. And I don't think anyone's listening or watching on the YouTube. Yeah. I was trying to do this through the Chiefs Zone's YouTube, which again, no one was going to download on there. So yeah, for those of you who are tuning in a little later, if you guys haven't, check my comment. I don't know if there's a way to pin it. Yeah, that looks ugly. Let's get rid of that. Because I tried to pin it on the Facebook page, and it doesn't really seem to work the way I want it to work. Maybe if I can do it from my phone, that'll be a little easier. So bear with me one moment. You're going to hear an echo for a second. Does it let me pin it? No. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Now it's pinned. So again, for those of you who are joining a little late, the Chiefs Zone podcast is coming back after a 3-season hiatus, I think. The podcast shut down right before the pandemic. I just thought of that. That's the first time that's ever crossed my mind. But anyway, the Chiefs Zone is everywhere now. The TikTok, I forgot to put that on there. So if you're on TikTok, if not, that's up to you. But we are on YouTube. The Facebook page is already up there. In fact, I should probably share this from the Chief Stone Facebook page. Yeah, it's a one-man band here, so bear with me. But the Chief Stone is everywhere. So if you guys can, please follow it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and then subscribe to your preferred place to listen to podcasts. If you prefer to listen on here or on YouTube and not on Apple, Google, Spotify, hey, that works for me too, man. However you guys want to. But to start off, man, definitely need your guys' help in trying to get the word out there. So if you guys can, definitely. There we go. Now we are sharing it from the Chief Zone's Facebook page. With the Chief Zone Facebook page, I've had that for a few years and I've barely used it. And that has 3,000 followers on there. And that's not a big number by any stretch, but it's gained more than 1,500 followers since I last even posted anything on there. I don't know why it's gaining followers, but it is. So that's kind of interesting the way that works. So again, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. The two most important ones for me would be, I have three, I should say, are the YouTube, the Facebook page, and the Instagram. Twitter, yeah, I'd like for you guys to follow the podcast on Twitter, but if you guys don't, that's fine. But the other three, though, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, are the ones that are most important to me. A lot of my followers are on my personal Facebook page, or not my personal Facebook, but the one that has my name on it. And now I'm trying to get the other one going, the Chief Zone page going. So that is out there. If you guys can, follow that, and also follow the page, or the podcast, I should say, through YouTube and IG. Okay, let me see if there are any other questions. No other questions on here. So fairly short live stream I'm doing. Just wanted to announce a podcast. Listen, I thought about this. I thought, are people even going to care if it comes back? Because I know there's a lot of Chiefs content out there. But a lot of you guys, I put up a poll. I said this is the best way to kind of get kind of a grasp, kind of just get a feel for what everyone thinks. And a lot of you guys, overwhelming majority, voted yes, that you guys would listen and you guys want the Chief Zone podcast to come back. So that means a lot to me. So thank you to you guys for your interest in wanting the Chief Zone podcast to come back. If there was no interest, it'd be pretty pointless to bring back. So I wouldn't even have done that in the first place. So appreciate your guys' interest in that. And I promise to bring you guys the best content possible on this page, on my YouTube page, the Chiefs on Facebook page. I'll still be using this page for Chiefs content. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to be doing the Chiefs Zone and Twitter, all that stuff, posting a lot more Chiefs content on there as well. Like I said at the beginning of the live stream, in case you missed it earlier, I've been wanting to do more video content for quite some time, and I figured maybe the best way to go about it would be to bring back the Chiefs Zone and have it go kind of just complement the Facebook page. So we do the podcast, the YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff right there. So plenty of ways to get more Chiefs content from me, specifically with the Chiefs Zone. So I'm excited to bring that back. I started that podcast when I was 16 years old in 2007. There was no Chiefs podcast on the internet at the time. That was the first one. So the OG Chiefs podcast is coming back to the good old interwebs. All right. I think I've taken up enough of your guys' time. I think you guys all get the point with the podcast. I'm going to get out of here. Big thanks to all of you guys again for taking the time to listen to this, and also for you guys showing your interest in the podcast. I'm going to get out of here. Let you guys subscribe. Do what you need to do to try to follow the podcast on all the platforms I mentioned earlier. I have it on the pinned comment. Other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy. Take care.